What's the name of? Huh?
Dietikon.
Dietikon. Greetings, Hare Krishna from Dietikon in Switzerland, outside Zurich. We're at the home of Āśraya Ram and his family. Briefly, for one day. And let's see, get rid of that and change that. There. Yes, good. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshura Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapara Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitangscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we've just come back from Kiental in the Swiss, I don't know if it's called the Alps, it's already the Alps there. Yeah, beautiful area where we had a nice bhakti retreat for 5 days with altogether, I heard some 300 devotees were there, including 50 wild youth. There was the European bus, what do they call themselves officially?
Bus tour, European bus tour.
European bus tour. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, special welcome to, let's see if we remember names, Srinivasa Mitra and Lavanya Leela. Congratulations to you both. I think we didn't offer last time. Congratulations for initiation. They're in Serbia, somewhere in Serbia. I don't know exactly where. Somewhere in the wild southeast. All right, so we have again a song from Srila Narottama Das Thakur. Then we'll have a bit of his biography from the Narottama Vilasa. And then we may have some show and tell, or show or tell, or both. And then we can do some reading. Chaitanya Charitamrita. And if any questions come up, we could discuss. Let's see now. Where do we have the song? Here we have one song. Is that the one we want? Yes. Okay, we missed last week, didn't we? With apologies. Where were we last week? We were on our way. No, we were still in Zurick, but there was. What was there?
Sanga.
Sevak Sanga. Oh, there was Sevak Sanga. Yeah. Yes, that was nice. Okay. Let's review a little bit the song from, was it 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? It's all a blur to me. Svaparshada Bhagavat Viraha Janita Vilapa, song number 1. Ye anilo prema dhan karuna prachur hano prabhu kota jala acharjo Thakura. He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy. Where has such a personality as Advaita Acharya gone? And in this way, one after another, devotees are remembered and longed for in their absence. Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, the savior of the fallen, Raghunath Patita Pavana. Where is Raghunath Bhakta, Gopal Bhakta? Where is Krishna Das Kaviraj? Kaha Mor Bhakta Jugo, Kaha Kaviraj. Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? Ekokale kota gela gora notoraj. And then comes this expression of what one scholar has called hard bhakti. I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Pashani kutibo mata onole hoshibo. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Gauranga Gunir Nidhi. Nidhi can be reservoir, ocean maybe. Katagele Pabo. Where will I go find? I could say. And then being unable to obtain the association of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, accompanied by all these devotees, Sheshab Shanger Shange Je Koilo in whose company he performed his pastimes. Jai Koilo Vilas. He did the Vilasa. Narottama simply weeps. Sheshanga na bhāya, not getting their association. Kande Narottama Dasa. Kande, weeping. I think it's a noun, so it's, I don't know, in tears, in weeping, I don't know. Sheshanga na bhāya kande Narottama Dasa. Sad longing, feeling absence of the devotees. All we can do is cry. Okay, this song for today is Thakura Vaisnava Pada. Vaishnava Mahima, song number 1, still from the songbook Prarthana. Thakura Vaisnava Pada avanīra sampada. Śuno bhāi hoiyā akomono. Āśraya loiyā bhaje. Tāre Krishna nāhi tyaje. More akāran. Oh, brother. So let's see. Śuno bhāi. Oh, brother, please hear my words with rapt attention. Ekkamana, one single-mindedness. Śuno, listen. The lotus feet of the Vaishnavas are the most valuable treasure of this world. Thakura Vaishnava Pada, avanīra sampada. Sampada means treasure, wealth. Avanīra, avani, I think it means like without limit. These Vaishnavas continually take shelter of Lord Krishna and worship him. Āśraya loiyā bhaje. So loiyā, having taken āśraya, shelter, bhaje, they worship. Tāre Krishna nāhi tyaje. Of them, I guess, Krishna nāhi tyaje, they never tyaje, they never renounce, they never abandon their Lord Krishna. Oh, tāre could be the possessive of them. So the Krishna of them. And then this last line, I don't know. It's translated, they are liberated, they are free from the cycle of birth and death. Okay, but it's aram saba more akāran, which doesn't sound like this to me. Caran, I think, is cause. Akāran, without cause, causeless. Arashab, all others. More akāran. I don't quite get it. Second verse, Vaisnava charana jala, prema bhakti dite bol. Ho nāhi balavanto. Krishna charana renu mastake bhushana vinu arunahi bhushaner anto. The water, that's jala, that has washed the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, Vaishnava Charana Jala, bestows devotional service in pure love of God. Prema bhakti dite, bol. Now this bol, I don't know, we know bolo, haribol, that's an imperative to chant, to sing, to call out. Dite, to give. Nothing else is as effective for attaining this divine love. Arokeho nahe balavanta. Yes, so arokeho here is a question word, so it's a rhetorical question. Sort of what else, what more? Nahe balavant. Balavant means possessing bala, power. Nothing else is as powerful for this purpose, for prema bhakti. I place dust from the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas upon my head. Vaishnav charana renu, renu means dust. Mashtake, on the head, bhushana vinu. Okay, bhushana is ornament, but but this vinu, I don't know. So I guess the idea is the ornament on my head is the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnava. Arunahi bhushaner anta. I wear no other ornament. Okay. Arunahi bhushaner anta. There's of the bhushanas, of ornaments. Seems like it could say there is no end, but okay. We need a proper Bengali expert. Tirtha jal pavitra gune likiyache purane sheshava bhaktir pravanchan Vaishnaver padodaka shamanahe eshava jate hoy vanchita purana. The purifying power of the waters at the various holy places of pilgrimage is described in the Puranas, Tirtha Jal, Pavitra Gune. Likiyache, it is written, Purane, in the Puranas, Shesha Bhaktir Pravanchana, although this is something of a deceptive trick. So it's a pravanchana, a trick of bhakti, bhaktir pravanchana. So that could be taken in a couple of ways, I suppose. Let's come back to that. Actually, there is not anything as purifying as the water that has washed the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavera padodaka samanahe eshava. Sama, equal, nahe, there is not. Eshav, all of this, so all of this tirtha jal, it's described as pavitra. It has the quality of pavitra, but that's what it says in the Puranas. But we know that there's nothing equal to the water from the feet of the Vaishnavas. Jate hoy vanchita purana. The water fulfills all desires. Yeah. So Purana, it's a bit of a play maybe on the word Purana. Purana and Purana. Purana is the literature, and Purana is filling. And there's Prabhanchana, which means tricking, and there's Vanchita, means desired, that which is longed for, which is hoped for. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, kripasindhuvyevacha. Okay, then Vaisnava Sangete Mano Anandita Anukarna Shadahoy Krishna Parasango Dina Narottama Kande Hiya Dharja Nahi Bande More Dasha Kano. Moment after moment, Anukshana, mind finds pleasure in the association of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnava Shangete Mona. My mona, my mind, Shangete, in the association, Vaishnava. That could be Vaishnavera Shangete Mona, but it's made like a Sanskrit compound, Vaishnava Shangete. Anandita Anukshana. So kshana means moment, and anukshan means moment after moment after moment. Anandita, happy. I am happied. I'm made happy. I always seek out the company of those who are devoted to Lord Krishna. Shadahoy Krishna Parasanga. I think that's a stretched out prasanga. And sada, always. Always there is Krishna prasanga, the association with Krishna. Dina Narottama Kande, hiya dharja nahi bande mora dasha keno hoiyā bhanga. Poor-hearted Narottam Das, Dina Narottam, breaks down and cries. Kande. Hiya, I think means the heart of the heart. Dharja, nahi bandhe. More dasha, my condition, my position. Keno hoiyā bhanga. How has it happened? Hoiyā bhanga. Bhanga means bent or broken, I think. So, yeah, he's kind of rhetorically asking, how have I broken down like this? Hiya dharja nahi bande. Yeah. Not in the bondage of patience of the heart. I don't know. We need some proper knowing person of Bangla Bhasha. We have Tamil expert with us, but I don't think your Tamil is going to help with Bengali. Okay, let's see if we can sing this. First, let's change this option. Okay. And let's maybe put this here. Yeah, that works. Okay. And we have, what sort of harmonium? Where's this harmonium from? Yeah? It's a very loud. Do you want a mridanga? śuno bhāi, let's try again. śuno bhāi, hoiyā eka śuno bhāi, hoiyā āśraya loiyā bhaje tāre Krishna nāhi tyaje āśraya loiyā bhaje tāre Krishna nāhi tyaje saba more Vaisnava charana jala prema bhakti dite Vaisnava charana jala prema bhakti dite arati ho nāhi bala vanta arati ho nāhi bala Vaisnava charana renu mastake bhushana Vaisnava charana renu mastake bhushana aranāhi bhushanera anta aranāhi bhushanera tāra tirtha jala pavitra gune ekiyase purana tirtha jala pavitra gune ekiyase purana shesa bhakti Vaisnavira Vaisnava Sangete Mane Anandita Anuttana Vaisnava Sangete Mane Anandita Anuttana Sada Krishna Okay. Before we go to biographical narrative, or maybe another word about this verse number 3. Tirtha jal pavitra gune likyache purani shesha bhakti pravanchana Vaisnavar padodaka samana he esha jate hoy vanchita puran. So the translation we have says that what's written in the Puranas about the glories and the purifying power of tirtha jal, water of sacred places. The word tirtha means crossing, a place where you can cross over from one place to another. And the sort of mundane geographical understanding is it's a place at a river where it's possible to cross the river. And one way of understanding how holy tirtha, sacred places, become sacred is because that's where a lot of people would come together because they're crossing the river at that point. Okay, that's the mundane explanation. The unmundane, the transcendental would be the Lord manifests one way or another in these places for his own sweet purpose. And we could say by his grace, he makes it at places where you can cross the river. But also tirtha as a crossing, a place to cross from this world to the next world, to the higher world. So there's a lot of glorification in, I don't know, various Puranas. Padma Purana, I think there's a lot. Skanda Purana, I'm sure, that are glorifying various tirthas. And here, Narottama is saying, actually, this is all just cheating. Likyache Puran, yes, it's written, but it's cheating as far as bhakti is concerned. Why is that? Well, because what you want is not just to go to some river and, drink that water or bathe in that water. What you want is the water of the Vaishnavas, meaning the water that's washed, the pada udaka. Udaka means water, pada of the feet. Samanahe eshava, there's no equal, meaning it's the best. There's no comparison. Why? Jate hoy vanchita purana. That water will fulfill all desires. And of course, the implication is it's not just about some water, some physical substance. It's about approaching the Vaishnavas. It's about connecting with them. It's about having their Sanga, Vaishnava Sangete Mana, Anandita Anukan, it says in the next verse. This is what's transformative. But it occurs to me another way of understanding this bhakti or pravanchana, this cheating of bhakti, could be that the Puranas, what is the trick? The trick is to get you to go to a holy place to be purified, because that is where you'll find Vaishnavas. And why are the Vaishnavas there? Well, they go there because the Puranas send us common folk there, and so they will go there to preach. For example, I was just yesterday speaking with Marahari Prabhu at bhakti retreat in Kintal, he has been taking part in Indradyumna Swami's preaching in Rishikesh. They've sort of hit a gold mine of, as he said, sort of low-hanging fruit of potential devotees at Rishikesh, because all these young people from all over the world come to Rishikesh, having some ideas about yoga. So they're all kind of ripe. And he said they're kind of bored. They come there and there's kind of nothing much going on. Okay, you can bathe in the Ganga. Freezing cold up there. And he also said there's some other kirtan programs going on here and there, but they're nothing compared to our devotees' kirtans. He said there's just nothing like it. And it's just so attractive. So the place where they have these gatherings, some ashram, I guess, with a good-sized room. He said the room holds reasonably comfortably. It holds about 300 people. But he said it's often not 300 who come, but more like 400 or 500. And then it's just completely packed. And some of these people are coming every day, the whole time they're there, they're coming in the morning, they're coming in the evening. And the way the devotees are, they're sort of consciously not trying to, convert anyone. They're saying they're just come, we're just chanting Hare Krishna. You can also chant Hare Krishna. Yeah, if you want to read, here's something you can read also. So they're really very kind of relaxed, not trying to catch devotees. No Sika points here. And in this, and people are very young people, they're very inspired. So what I was thinking is this bhakti or pravanchana is tricking in that way of sending people to the place where the Vaishnavas are. You could also say it's sending them to the holy places. They're getting purified gradually by bathing there and so on, such that eventually they will be attracted to the Vaishnavas, from whom their desires will be fulfilled. Why? Because
Krishna,
the Vaishnavas show us how to give up all of our useless so-called desires, hope, and desire the real thing. Also, I wanted to share a very nice point that Swayam Bhagavan Keshava Maharaj made in a lecture. I think it was responding to a question about Vaishnava Sanga. He was saying there are two ways to understand Vaishnava Sanga. One is we strive to come into the association of the exalted Vaishnavas who are so powerful in just being in their presence, can be so powerful for us. But he said another way of understanding it is that the way of relating. So if one is with other Vaishnavas who are, we may want to say, of a kind of equal, more or less equal standing as ourselves. So more or less, how do I want to say? Sort of on an equal level, we may not think, oh, any of us are so advanced. But the point is, by behaving with each other in Vaisnava ways, in mutually respectful ways and appreciating ways, that is Vaisnava Sanga. And that is also extremely powerful. So both are there. Okay. On that note, welcome again to those of you who have joined us later. And in particular, I'm happy to see Lakshmi is with us from Hong Kong. Hare Krishna, Lakshmi.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What's the news from Hong Kong?
Raining. Always
Raining.
raining. Yes,
Okay.
but last 2 days have a book fair in yes, to promote Srila Prabhupada book.
Nice.
Mm.
That was in Hong Kong Central?
Yes. One chai.
Okay. Lots of people?
Some people interested in Bhagavad Gita. Because when one guy I meet, he come from Chinese university, and he heard this book and quite interested and stop it and listen and then buy it.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, Chinese University of Hong Kong, my old stomping ground. And also Leela Mai Radha's old stomping ground. Actually, Mai Radha's alma mater, we can say. You know that expression? Alma mater. I guess it's Latin. It means the school where I graduated. I don't know, our mother, I don't know. Yeah. Good.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
So, and I was also nice to see Valeria. You are also here. Greetings, Valeria. You are in Córdoba, I think. ¿Cómo estás in Córdoba?
Krishna. Qué bueno verlo. Estoy muy bien. Recientemente mudada en Mendiolaza, en las Sierras Chicas de Córdoba. Y bueno, por acá un poco de frío, pero bien, acomodándome.
Es un poco frío, ¿eh? Porque es, como se dice, it's winter time there now. Yeah. Do we have traducir en español en este día?
Súper, gracias.
Yes, Katerina is there.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Córdoba Yantra ki jai. Gracias, Hare Krishna. So, okay. Anyone have any news? Oh, now we hear your translation. How do we change that back so that we don't hear your translation? Where's Dharmagupta?
Guru Maharaj, you can change the audio channel on your side. I mean, it's not audible.
On my side. Oh, it's my fault. Okay, thank you. Okay, got it. These machines, too complicated. Okay. News? Any news? Any Jananivas? What's the news?
Jai Gurudev, Hare Krishna.
Adi, Adi.
Good to be seen by you, new Vaisnavas. Yes, something exciting. 2 days ago, I met a young guy that he was looking for a job. So I gave him a job with us, and we were chatting for a little bit. And then I realized this kid is probably a devotee from previous life. So, so I just talked to him about Krishna Prabhupada. At the end of the conversation, we talked for 5 hours about Krishna. And at the end, he said, I accept everything you said. I'm ready to surrender. That's what he said. So we had prasadana at noon, and then something inspired me to take him to the Brooklyn Temple, which is not far from where we live. And I called one of the brahmacharis there that I knew, because they come to my house. And I told them that, we have this new kid, and he wants to learn about being a monk for a while. And so I said, well, it just so happened we started the Be a Monk challenge this weekend, this Friday. I said, okay, well, this may work out. And he's 19 years old. So yesterday we delivered the package to the Brooklyn Temple.
The package.
And
the package.
That's right. So it's like, now he's yours, you take care of him. And then Jayadvaita Maharaj was there too. So
really,
yeah, I chatted for a little bit. And we went to the proper room there. And he said something very interesting. That he said that he entered the room, and he just felt the urge to just kneel down and bow down, and Prabhupada was present. It's like, I don't know, just something pulled me down, and I had to be lower, not standing looking at him. And so last night he texted me that he was on fire. He's like, this is really good. I'm looking forward to waking up early in the morning and start my new life. So that was exciting. So,
so your new employee is now a bhakta, which means he's not working for you anymore.
Yeah, so now I'm all by myself with my own shadow, and so we'll see what I can. So we are hiring. See if any one of you wants to come over here and work. So that was really exciting. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Haribol.
All right. Anyone else? Anything? I guess my news, I've kind of already said, we've been with this bhakti retreat, which they've been running for how many years? I don't know, many years. But I just went for the first time last summer, and again this time. Both last year and this year, we had the same company as far as the senior preachers goes. So there was Sachinandana Swami and Bharahari Prabhu, his wife Kosharupa Devi, and Swayam Bhagavan Keshava Swami Maharaj. He gets prize for the longest Swami name. And we also had, as last year, we had Gora Lila is a quite senior Swiss devotee, and he's into drama. So he created a Krishna Lila drama within the 5 days, which we all saw yesterday evening, and that was fun. I was giving my seminar, which I call yoga. This fly really decided to give trouble. This seminar we called yoga, the art of play. It's just decided that there's nothing better for this fly to do than to harass me. It's all so much mercy. Okay. So yeah, yoga, the art of play, instead of yoga, the art of work. So we did some reading of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and we also did a bit of creative work, some creating what I called semi-improvisation, getting devotees to put something together and then perform it right there. The sort of grand finale performance that we had also yesterday evening of some of our group was a, what would you call it? Well, it was a performance of this song that begins Madhuram Madhurebhyopi Mangalebhyopi Mangalam Pavanam Pavanebhyopi Harinameva Kevalam, and it has 8 verses like that, always ending Harinameva Kevalam, and it's by I'm forgetting now his name again. In any case, we had a group do a creative combination of singing the song, rapping the song, the rap. Actually, I have that. Is it here? No, it may be in the other bag. Anyway, I don't think it's here. So David Shiradika wrote a rap. Oh, maybe I have it here. Yes, ta-da, there it is. Okay. So do you want to hear a rap version of this song? Here we go. Sweeter than the sweet that makes the heart beat, it is all pure and auspicious. How can you be suspicious? Shri Harinam, Shri Harinam, it has its own charm. Shri Harinam alone will leave you mind blown. This entire universe, or wherever you traverse, pleasing to all masses, from Brahma to the grasses. The only truth, reality, there ain't no duality. Shri Harinam alone leaves no sin to atone. Father, mother, or a friend, how long now can they defend? If they can't remember, it's your time to surrender. Shri Harinam, it acts like a balm. It's a balm, B-A-L-M. Shri Harinam alone, it's the path that's shown. There ain't no certainty how long we'll be. These temporary plans, like a destructive dance. Shri Harinam, King of all kings. Shri Harinam alone is the bliss zone. Shri Hari can be found. Just look deep down. Sing with rapt devotion. abandon other notion. Shri Harinam, Shri Harinam, it alone is everything. Shri Harinam alone, there's no reason to moan. Mistaken for mere glass, that jewel you've passed, bewildered and forgotten, your intelligence is rotten. Shri Harinam, hold it dear and close. Shri Harinam alone is the greatest gift known. Sing it or dance, use every chance, whether heard or sung, sounds anew when rung. Shri Harinam brings perpetual calm. Shri Harinam alone melts heart made of stone. Full of divine ecstasy, have you them eyes to see? It is supremely pure, our only grace and cure. Shri Harinam, it is everything. Shri Harinam alone fills your heart's throne. It's cute. Charlotte, are you a rapper?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. I might feel inspired now to start.
You might try it out.
I do write poetry and lyrics, but yeah.
Maybe that's one style you can try.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we can do some reading. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Let me check our chat. Oh, thank you. Yes, Mangala Chandrika. It's Nilakanta Goswami who wrote this song. And here's the link for it. You can see the Sanskrit. And Martina's given a German translation of the song. Okay, Novi Sad. Oh, okay. Lavanya Lila is in Novi Sad. Good, okay. All right, last time I was reading sort of happily along and I forgot to share the screen and nobody told me. Or if you did, I didn't hear you. So let me check if I have it ready here. Yes, okay. Share screen. Okay, I think we got it now. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We're continuing with Chaitanya Charitamrita of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And we're in Adi Lila, chapter 16. We ended, I believe, with verse 53, the last session. And it's this conversation, this dialogue, this meeting between the young Pandit Nimai, known as Nimai Pandit, and the older, the senior, the very famous, apparently, Keshava Bhatta, otherwise known as Keshava Kashmiri. And Krishnadas Kaviraj is inviting us into the scene on the bank of the Ganga, where Nimai Pandit is not alone with the Kashmiri Pandit. He is with his own students. Mahaprabhu, his students are also there. The Pandit has recited extempore, that is spontaneously, 100 verses glorifying the Ganga, and from these now Mahaprabhu has selected one verse which he finds faulty. He's memorized it just hearing it once, and he finds it faulty in terms of Sanskrit poetics. Now, there are extremely elaborate discourse on Sanskrit poetics, of which our Srila Rupa Goswami is our hero. He's our main hero. We call him the Rasa Āśraya of the Gaudiya Vaisnavas. Another hero of poetry is, first is Raghunath Das Goswami, who wrote a lot of poetry. Rupa Goswami wrote poetry, drama, but he also wrote about poetry, about drama. And that's what we get in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which Prabhupada gives his summary study of in the Nectar of Devotion. And then we have Kavi Karnapura, as I was explaining in Kintal a few days ago. Kavi Karnapura apparently never went to Vrindavan. He was always in Bengal. And so he was part of a different sort of, a different Sanga and a different culture of Krishna Bhakti inspired by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there was no communication between the Vrindavan Goswamis and Kavi Karnapura. So for years, he's just writing from his inspiration. And he wrote 2 books. What was it? Chaitanya not Chandramrita, Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, I forget the name of his first book. And then he wrote this drama, this Sanskrit drama, Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka. So he's also a kind of hero of our tradition. But my point is, there's a very rich, we say, discourse about poetry, Sanskrit poetry in India, which goes back to Bharat Muni, the Natya Shastra of Bharat. He's considered the sort of foundational authority on this subject. And fast forward, I mean, we won't go through all the names because I don't know them. But one very famous personality in this discourse on poetics is Anandavardhana of the, I believe, 9th century in Kashmir. And he wrote a work called the Dvanyaloka. Dvanyaloka is, I don't know much about it, except one thing is he's explaining that poetry, what makes poetry poetry, and for him what's important about it is the idea of suggestion. You're not saying something explicitly, you're making by so many words an implication, and that is called dvani in this context. And then there's a commentary to the Dvanyaloka by Abhinavagupta. Abhinavagupta was, I don't know, one generation or more later. I think he was more like 10th century. And Abhinavagupta became more famous perhaps for his main work, which was called the Tantra Loka. He is considered a kind of founder āśraya, you may say, of this tradition of Shaivism, Kashmir Shaivism. And he's highly regarded for his very sophisticated philosophical writing and his aesthetic writing. I'm attending a little course online about him, and I just got the first lesson. So I can't say a whole lot about him, except that he said a fair amount about himself, unusual for writers of that time. Abhinavagupta expresses how fortunate he is that he was born in Kashmir, that he was born into a family of pandits, that many ways he describes how he's been blessed. That's off the topic. The point is, there is this rich tradition. Anandavardhana, whether it was him or Abhinavagupta, who made the argument, the claim that the highest rasa of the different rasas, which Bharata Muni speaks about, is Shanta rasa. So in our own tradition, we might label him as a kind of impersonalist, but I think that might be an oversimplification. But in any case, we have our Srila Rupa Goswami, who basically says, no, you got it wrong. The highest rasa is madhurya, is the sweet, the madhurya, the sweet relation between Radha and Krishna. Well, in any case, here we go. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi 1653, Kavi kahe, kahadaki konguna dosha, Prabhu kahen, kahi śuno, na kari horosho. And the poet said, all right, let me see what good qualities and faults you have found. And Mahaprabhu says, let me speak and please hear me without becoming angry. He's anticipating that this proud Pandit is going to become upset. Pancha dosha e shloke pancha alankar, krame ami kahi śuno karaha vichar. My dear sir, in this verse, there are 5 faults and 5 literary ornaments. Alankara means ornament, as also bhushana, we saw that before in Narottama's song. I just now remembered I was going to read from Narottama Vilasa. Well, let's see. Now we're reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. We're coming down off the mountains. That's why, you see, we're, the brain is adjusting. Okay. I shall state them one after another. Kindly hear me and then give your judgment. Here, Prabhupada translates vichar as judgment. That's interesting. We usually think of vichar as reflecting on, thinking about something. Do your thinking. Do your reflection. Prameyami kahi śuno. Listen. Which is also a little bit curious to me, because śuno is, that's the familiar form. One might expect him to say, what would it be in Bengali? I don't know. In Hindi, would it be shuniye? No, I think in Bengali, shuniye. Shuniye. Betiye. Shuniye. Boshun, no, maybe shunun. There you go, my ignorance. Okay. But he's using the familiar form, śuno. And I guess we have to take it that that's expressing some intimacy. Could also say, well, it's because any other form would take too many syllables. It wouldn't fit in the poetry of the verse. My dear sir, okay, we read that. Prabhupada has a longer, let's see what Prabhupada says. In the verse beginning with Mahatvam Gangayaha, there are 5 literary ornaments and 5 examples of faulty composition. Yeah, so the point I was making about so much written about, you can say, theory of poetry. There are so many rules, what to do, what not to do. And so that's what's being referred to. There are 2 examples of the fault called avimrishta vidheyangsha, and 1 example each of the faults virudha mati, punar ukti, and bhagna krama. All right, so this is a little technical, but let's see how it goes. Vrimrishta means clean, and videyangsha means predicate. It is a general rule of composition to establish a subject first and then give its predicate. So what is predicate? Predicate is a technical term. It's pretty much everything other than a subject in a sentence. So if I say the cat is on the mat, then cat is the subject and is on the mat is the predicate. Okay, so what? For example, according to Sanskrit grammar, if one says this man is learned, his composition is in order. But if one says learned is this man, the composition is not in order. Such a flaw is called avimrishta videyangsha dosha, or the fault of unclean composition. I wonder about this, because Sanskrit is anything but order in terms of word order can be quite irrelevant in Sanskrit because it is its order is depending on the grammar. Any case, the subject matter to be known of the verse is the glorification of the Ganges. Therefore, the word idam, this, or what is known, should have been placed before instead of after the glorification. The subject matter already known should be placed before the unknown, so that its meaning will not be misconstrued. Okay. And one of so many things I don't know anything about. But this reminds me, I was just reading the story about Hanuman. When Hanuman had found Sita, and after he met with and spoke with her, and after he offered to carry her back to Rama, and after Sita said, no way, that would be absolutely shameful from various perspectives. And, Rama has to come and save me. So Hanuman flies back, and all of the other monkeys have been sent out in all directions searching for Sita. And of course, they did not find. And they have all, one after another, by the hundreds, the thousands, the millions, they've all been coming back to report that they have not found Sita. And Hanuman, that this is what I'm reporting, and he knows that Rama is extremely anxious, and that if he makes his report, even though he has good news that he's found Sita, if he says it in the wrong way, Rama may make the wrong conclusion before he's finished his sentence and might give up his life. And so he decides, if he says, I found Sita, that's not good. Because if he says, Rama might immediately think, oh no, another one is going to say, I did not find Sita. So he decides that's no good. And if he says, Sita, I found, that's also no good, because the same problem. So he decides to say, found, Sita, I. And I don't know what the Sanskrit of this was, because I was reading it in English, but apparently it was done in an ungrammatically proper way, an improper way grammatically. But the whole point was not to be grammatical. The point was to communicate for the benefit of the person being spoken to. So he was flying back, and as he's, I guess, descending, he called out, found Sita, I. And in this way, Rama could get the message and be reassured. Okay, the second instance of avimrishta hidayang shadosha occurs in the words Dvitiya Sri Lakshmir Iva. In this composition, the word Dvitiya, second, is vidheya, or unknown, placing the unknown first to make the compound word Dvitiya Sri Lakshmir. is another fault. The words Dvitiya Sri Lakshmir Iva were intended to compare the Ganges to the goddess of fortune. But because of this fault, the meaning of the compound word was bewildering. Dvitiya Sri Lakshmi. Okay, I don't see myself why it's bewildering. Iva means it indicates a kind of as a comparison, like a second Sri Lakshmi. But why that's a fault? Anyway, Lord Chaitanya can be a fault. He's the original fault finder. The third fault is that of virudha mati, or contradictory conception, in the words Bhavani Bhartu. The word Bhavani refers to the wife of Bhava, Lord Shiva. But since Bhavani is already known as the wife of Lord Shiva, to add the word Bharta, husband, thus forming a compound meaning the husband of the wife of Lord Shiva, is contradictory, for thus it appears as if the wife of Lord Shiva had another husband. Okay, so in the compound it says Bhavani Bhartu, which is, I guess that's genitive of the Bharta. So Bharta would be the nominative form, husband, but it becomes Bhartu in this particular. And okay, this one is, I can understand this. There's a kind of redundancy, but it's called virudha-mati, contradictory conception, because as Prabhupada explains, it could suggest that the wife of Lord Shiva has another husband, which we know that she doesn't. Parvati or Sati has no other husband. Sati in particular is, famous for her loyalty to her husband, and of course, Parvati as well, who is Sati in the later form. The fourth fault is punar ukti, or redundancy, which occurs when the verb vibhavati flourishes, which should have ended the composition, is further qualified by the unnecessary adjective adbhuta guna, endowed with wonderful qualities. Okay, again, I don't exactly see why that's a fault. Adbhuta guna flourishes. Why flourishes? Okay. The fifth fault is bhagna krama, which means broken order. In the first, third, and fourth lines, there is anuprasa, or alliteration created by the sounds ta, ra, and bha. But in the second line, there is no such anuprasa, and therefore the order is broken. We'd have to go back to the verse and kind of go back and forth, I think, to see better what all he's talking about here. But I think we should just move on, because I don't know how illuminating that would be. Okay, it looks like now we're going to get the verses explaining these, which Prabhupada sort of anticipates in his purport of the last verse. Avimrishta videyang shadui tai china Virudamati bhagna krama punar attodoshatina. That didn't scan. In this verse, the fault of avimrishta videyangsha occurs twice, and the faults of virudamati bhagna krama and punar atto occur once each. Gangara mahatva shloke mulla videya idam shabde anuvad pache avideya. The glorification of the Ganges, Mahatvam Gangaya, is the principal unknown subject matter of this verse. And the known subject matter is indicated by the word idam, which has been placed after the unknown. Pache avideya. Okay, so videya, to be known, literally. It's gerondive, I think. Mula videya, the main thing, the fundamental, the root thing to be known is Gangara Mahatva, the glory of Ganga. And so let's see, the fault. Idam. So idam comes later in the verse. I don't know. I would be curious what some expert says about all of this. Videya agge kahi pache kahi lanuvad elagi shlokerarta koryache bad. Because you have placed the known subject at the end and that which is unknown at the beginning, the composition is faulty and the meaning of the words has become doubtful. Yes, I hope I can remember next time I see Gopinath Acharya Prabhu in Oxford. He's the expert. I think he'll know. Maybe we could invite, he's so difficult to get. If we could invite him to come on and explain these things, that would be great. Maybe. I should not be so hopeless. Anuvadam anuktvaiva na videyam udirayed na hyalabdas padam kinchit utrachit pratitishtati. Without first mentioning what is known, one should not introduce the unknown, for that which has no solid basis can never be established anywhere. This is a verse from the Ekadashi Tattva. Okay, Ekadashi Tattva. You would think such a work with that name would have something to do with the observance of Ekadashi, perhaps. But of course, Ekadashi means simply 11. So apparently there's a text which is enumerate or which is discussing 11 tattvas to do with poetics, presumably. Dvitiya Shilakshmi ihan dvitiyatva videya shamase gonal hoiyā shabdarta gila koi kshaya. In the word Dvitiya Sri Lakshmi, a second all-opulent goddess of fortune, the quality of being a second Lakshmi is the unknown. So the videya, that which is not to be known, really. In making this compound word, Dvitiya Sri Lakshmi, the meaning became secondary and the originally intended meaning was lost. So the originally intended meaning was, of course, to glorify Ganga and to compare Ganga to Lakshmi. Somehow or other, he's saying that purpose is lost by the way it's been composed. Dvitiya shabda videya taha padila samase lakmir shamata arta korila vinashe. Because the word dvitiya, second, is the unknown. Okay, because dvitiya, the second one, has to refer to the Ganga. In its combination in this compound word, the intended meaning of equality with Lakshmi is lost. Okay. I think we have to simply accept that that's the case. Avimrishta videyangsha edosherana ara ekadosha ache śuno shavadan. Not only is there the fault of imrishta videyangsha, but there's also another fault, which I shall point out to you. Kindly hear me with great attention. This word savadan, is in Bengali, it would just be pronounced shabdan, but it's sa-avadan, with attention. Okay, so Nimai Pandit is not finished. He's gonna throw another punch at this great Pandit. This is the one which I think is the best. I mean, it's the most easily understood why it's a fault. Bhavani Bhartri Shabda Dile Paya Santosh Virud Nama E Mahadosha. Here is another great fault. You have arranged the word Bhavani Bhartri to your great satisfaction, but this betrays the fault of contradiction. The word Bhartri in its what's called the stem form, the form without any grammatical change. So in the verse from the Keshava Kashmiri, it's Bhavani Bar 2. In Prabhupada's purport, he makes it Bhavani Bar Ta, which is the nominative case, like subject. And here in Krishna Das Kaviraj's verse, it's Bhavani Bar Tri, which is what's the word I want? Not undeclined, but it's the unaltered form. Bhavani shabde kahe mahadevira grihini tara bharta kahile dvitiya bharta jani. The word Bhavani means the wife of Lord Shiva, but when we mention her husband, one might conclude that she has another husband. I think that's clear. Is that understandable to you all? If you're saying the husband of the wife of Shiva, you might think, oh, she has another husband. What's his name? Yeah. Shiva Patnir Bharta Iha Shunite Virudha Mati Krit Shabda Shastre Nahi Shudha. It is contradictory to hear that Lord Shiva's wife has another husband. The use of such words in literature creates the fault called virudhamatikrit. That which creates a contradiction. Brahmana patnir bhartar hostede hadan shabda shunite hoy tvitiya bhartagyan. If someone says, place this charity in the hand of the husband of the wife of the Brahmana, when we hear these contradictory words, we immediately understand that the Brahmana's wife has another husband. Okay, so Krishnadas Kaviraj gives us an example to help us understand. Yeah, that makes it, I think, graphically clear. Vibhavati kriyai bhakya shanga punos visheshan adbhuta guna e punar atta dushan. The statement by the word vibhavati, flourishes, is complete. Qualifying it with the adjective adbhuta guna, wonderful qualities, creates the fault of redundancy. So, yeah, redundancy means saying something twice, but maybe in different ways. I don't know. I would have thought, well, poetry allows for saying something more than once because you want to emphasize it and you give it a different, slightly different flavor. So, of course, what may be in one to one text may be otherwise in another text. I don't know. Teen pade anuprasadaki anupam ekka pade nāhi edosh bhagnakram. There is extraordinary alliteration in 3 lines of the verse, but in 1 line there is no alliteration. This is the fault of deviation. So alliteration is when you have a sound which is repeated, a particular consonant especially. And we'd have to, if someone can again find the number of that verse, we could go back to it and see what that is. Maybe I should. Okay, then he summarizes. Japi e shloke yatshe pancha alankar e pancha doshe shloka koila charakar. Although there are 5 literary ornaments decorating this verse, the entire verse has been spoiled by these 5 most faulty presentations. I don't think he gives the 5 qualities. Dosha alankare jodi ekka shloka hoy, ekka doshe shabal alankar hoy hoy. If there are 10 literary ornaments in a verse, but even 1 faulty expression, the entire verse is nullified. Ekadosha, sab alankar hoy kshaya. It's hoy kshaya, it's just no use, throw it in the garbage. Shundar sharira jaiche bhushane bhushita ekasheta kushte jaiche koraye bigita. One's beautiful body may be decorated with jewels, but 1 spot of white leprosy makes the entire body abominable. Eka shveta kushte. Okay, now we're going to hear from Bharata Muni himself in this regard, in the next verse. Rasalankaravat kavyam doshayuk chet vibhushitam syat vapu sundaramapi shvitrenaikena durbagam. As one's body, although well decorated with ornaments, is made unfortunate by even one spot of white leprosy, so an entire poem is made useless by a fault, despite alliterations, similes, and metaphors. So Shvitra is a spot of white leprosy. Okay. He's added a bit in the translation, alliteration, similes, and metaphors. It's just alankaravat, having ornaments. Pancha alankarir ebe śuno vichar, dui shabdalankar teen artha alankar. Now hear the description of the 5 literary embellishments. Okay, so he does give the positive. There are 2 ornaments of sound and 3 ornaments of meaning. And he goes on like that. But let's pause here and see. Oh, what happened? I just lost something. Oh. Whoops, how come it does that? Oh, Mangala Chandrika says, oh, you're telling me this. We asked Gopinath Acharya already in the past if he would come for the Sanga once, and he said, yes, if Maharaj invites me. Well, so that's pretty strong. Now we can quote him. Okay. I'll have to write to him. Good. Okay. I was wondering if someone found the number of the verse which Mahaprabhu is critiquing. It's several verses back, but I didn't want to go searching for it. How come my video is off? Okay.
The number text 41.
It's text 41? Oh, maybe, yeah. No, it's good if I share it here. Let me, let's see if I can get it on. No, I won't do that. Okay, bear with us. Here. And we'll go 16 and okay, 41. Good. Okay, now I'll share the screen. Okay, here's the verse from the Pandit, Keshava Kashmiri. Mahatvam Gangaya Satatamidam Abhatinitaram Yaresha Shri Vishnos Charana Kamalotpatti Subhaga Tvitiya Shri Lakshmir Eva Suranarayar Archyacharana Bhavani Bharturya Shirasi Vibhava Yadbhuta Guna. I'm just looking for this alliteration. Okay, there's Gangaya, there's Nitara, Mahatvam Gangayas. He was saying the second line lacks it. Yat Esha Shri Vishnos Charanaka. Let's see, I don't even know what constitutes sufficient alliteration. Subhaga. Tvitiya Shri Lakshmir Ivasura Narair Archacharana. Archacharana, so that Archacharana, that would be an alliteration, I guess. Bhavani Bharturya Shirasi Bhavat Jadbhutaguna. Maybe the Vibhavati and the Adbhuta. Yeah, okay, so Bhavani Bhartur Yashirasi Vibhavati Adbhuta Guna. So that's some alliteration with bha. First line, I can only see the Ganga and the Archacharana in the third line. Yadesha Shri Vish. Again, it's all not entirely clear to me. All the more reason we have to invite Gopinathacharya to come and enlighten us on this topic. Okay, somebody may need to remind me of that. Good. I think we can gradually wind down from here. And we can look and see. I don't know if I can. I'm going to, where am I going to be? I'm going to be, oh, it may be possible. I'll be in Radhadesh. Let's say, maybe, hopefully, we can meet again next week. That's all I can say. We're having this farm conference. I think it ends on Friday, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think we have to say maybe, hopefully. My fly friend is back. Maybe if we give him a name. Hey, George, stay there. He's listening. He just wanted to have a little recognition. Okay. Good. I think that's about it from my side. If anyone has anything you want to ask, we have 3 minutes. Everyone's quiet. Shanti. Okay. My thanks to all of you who have been translating. And I think I'll leave you all to wave to each other. Oh, there's Vidvan waving. Haribol Vidvan. Vidvan. Oh, Prema Sarovara. Did you want to tell some news about our book project? Or you're going to write to me about it?
No. Oh, Guru Maharaj, Actually, there's no update. There's no news these days.
No news, okay.
I think they are how to say, they are report our title to the authority.
Okay.
And
So
we'll wait
wait.
for the
We are
yes.
waiting. Yes. How do you
Yes.
say? How do you say we wait in Putonghua?
我们等待 wait 等
我们
待我们等待等待 yes
等待我们等待
yes Guru Maharaj
Okay 等待
yes 我们等待 the result. We are
Yes.
waiting for the result.
Yes. Okay.
And at the same time, I'm reading the 7 books published in their series.
Oh, to get idea. Yeah.
Get our book polished.
Okay. Yes. Good. Very good.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you. And thank you all. And I wish you all a wonderful week, a safe week, a peaceful week, a sane week, and a spiritually productive week. And let there be some nice, maybe there can be some nice surprise in your life this week. Something. Why not? Something unexpected. Krishna revealing himself in some nice way. What do you think, Gauramitra? Good idea?
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking what can happen.
You're worried already, huh?
No, you know that my focus is always on pizza, maybe pizza with some pineapple or something.
Pineapple pizza, oh no. All right. Thank you all. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Manande, Hari Hari.
Thank you, Haribo. Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Guru Maharaj. All glories to brothers and
Hare
sisters.
Krishna, everyone.
Thank you very
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Raquel.